Okay, this is a first for me. This is bitter melon. So, I just cut it. I'm gonna taste it. And I got it because I was just curious what it tastes like because I've never had it before. It looked like cantaloupe in the inside, a lighter version. I'm gonna taste it and tell y'all what I think. Okay, it's not so sweet at all. It reminds me more of a honeydew, which I don't particularly care for. Um, it's edible. It's got like the texture of a tough pear, right? It's not that sweet like a cantaloupe would be. So, I mean, I'm gonna eat it because it's edible, but I probably won't be getting it again. I'm thinking it may taste better chopped up in a salad or something, a tossed salad or a pasta salad or something like that. But just eaten by itself, it's not too enjoyable. Greetings, family. I just want to give a shout out to Tueri and Angela and Tina and Nero. I want to thank you guys for supporting the Patreon page. Your support means the world to me, and I'm just grateful, forever humble. Bjaji, which is one of these little golf carts. So I'm on my way to a coffee shop for internet access and just to sit down and do some work. It's a lot of traffic out, so get some work done today online. I think I found my house, so that's exciting. So I'll be able to grow up. We came to some mutual agreements for the house, and I'll show you guys that the next time I'm there, because there was a few things that had to be done before I moved in. And so, yeah, I'm happy. I'm content with the house, so I can't wait for you to see it. I'll be back with you soon. Hey, refugees. Internet coffee house and cafe. It's another section in the front, so I'm in the back. Here in town, so I'm just gonna sit here and get some work done on my computer. Just got finished chatting with my family back home on our group text chat, and it kind of filled me in that same old, bunch of drama, bunch of chaos. Things are getting worse there in the States with the election right around the corner, in a few days actually, and so I can only imagine. So for me, it didn't make sense for me to be there anymore. It just don't make sense. Everything is overpriced. The crime is out of control. A whole bunch of immoral sexuality and behaviors, and it just don't make sense to be there anymore. So work like a slave just to pay your bills. So I'm at peace. I'm at peace. So back home, I had quit eating eggs and cheese and a lot of products, cheese, like pizzas, things like that, ice cream. I couldn't dare eat that back home, but here I do eggs, cheese, without it bothering me. It's just different. In America, everything is chemical based. So I'm here, I'm having breakfast. That's my watermelon and waffles, and they call this machicha. This is greens. It's like a form of spinach, and the eggs and waffles and potatoes. So yeah, the difference in food is like night and day. Usually at home, if I was to eat any of those things, my body will react immediately. But not so much here. So another wonderful thing about being in Africa, the food is much more healthier. and I'm in a skirt, so I'm on the side, and nobody responded, so I'm on this boulder from the street. So wish me luck. Let me get off this thing and hold on tight. The challenge with getting the boulders on the street, I did make it here alive. That's great. I didn't fall off. But the challenge of getting the boulders on the street is they'll try you. So the same ride that normally take about 5 to 7,000 T shillings, he just asked me for 15. So he didn't speak a lot of English. Of course I didn't give him 15. I gave him 10 because it was kind of rush hour. And I told him I can't use you. I said, see, I could probably use you again, but I can't because you try to Mzungu me. That's kind of what we deal with. So, but as long as you firm and know your prices, then he was trying to get 15, but he wasn't getting it out of me. Greetings. I want to. It's a letter that it's kind of the envelope was all scrunched up and been with me for over a year. I wrote this to myself, and I promised I would open it and reread it after a year. So I can't remember what I wrote. So I figured I'd open it here and we can read it together. So let's see. This paper. Here's the note. Okay. It says, Dearest Al Kumar, you have everything you need inside of you to bring all your dreams into fruition, even the most wildest ones. Do not live in regrets. Live your life fully and don't allow anyone to hold you back. Use your gifts. Use your gifts. Use them to help others to see better their own gifts. Okay, let me read that again. Use your gifts. Use them to help others to see better their own gifts. You are covered. Move in this assurance. You are never alone, even when you feel lonely. Get out, explore, see the world, travel the globe. I'm looking forward to all the excitement. Al Kumar, December 2021. Actually, wow, that was 3 years ago. Gosh, how time flies. So that was what I wrote to myself. I had a vision board, and I have a little blurb on here on Patreon showing you my vision board. And I wrote this letter to myself and posted it on my vision board. And I'm just reopening it and reading it again. So we read it together. So, well, it seemed like so far I am staying true to my words, to myself, and my commitments. So that makes me proud of me. And I'm definitely looking forward to doing another one because now that I'm here in town, my goodness, look at that view, family. Look at the view of Mount Meru sitting right here on the porch, just minding my own and just sitting here. And I figured I'd open this letter. Today was a better time than any. Open this letter up and read it. So, look like I'm right on track. Looking forward to what the next years will bring. And there's power in this written word. I tell people all the time. I had a whole lot more to say, but my little battery, my little charger on my microphone went dead. So I guess that was me and I was talking too much. So basically, in short, I'm not gonna make it as long as I did. But in short, I was saying write your goals down because there's power. There's power in the written word. And what I've recognized is whenever I'm writing down my thoughts, my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, my intentions, when I write them down, they tend to come into fruition 99.9% of the time, right? So you want to be careful what you write down, but write your goals down because that's helpful. And be assured and confident in your intentions because the universe has a way of giving us whatever we desire when we are true to what we desire without any doubt, without any fear. Well, even if you have fear, with moving through that and keeping moving forward despite the fear, I should say. So, but it's a power in that written word because I'm of mind that when we just think the idea, that's just one phase of manifestation, right? And it's another when you speak it, it becomes stronger. And then when you write it, it becomes even stronger. I think that's the strongest form of manifestation that I've bear witness to in my own life. So it's something about taking it from the ethers of thought and bringing it into the reality of this existence and writing it down and making it a firm, solid, tangible. Now you could feel it, you know, you could see it, you know, a lot of more of your senses are surrounding it because it's now in the physical realm on paper, right? Versus being in the ethers in your mind. So write down your intentions. It's very important to do that and be sincere and honest and true with what you desire. And if you walk firm in it, and if you move towards it, and if you keep steadfast and focused on it, you'll find that your dreams will come true. You know, your dreams will come true. Let's work to it. You know, it's not just easy as saying something and sitting back and waiting for it to happen. No, you have to put forth the effort. But whatever we desire, if we put forth the effort and sincerely, and our intentions are sincere, we can certainly find our way to those dreams, right? They become possible. So I'm a living witness. You know, people tell me all the time that's a brave move. Um, that's a bold move. And it's interesting when I hear it because I don't feel that, right? I was afraid. I was definitely afraid when I first decided and made the commitment that I was moving to Tanzania. And I didn't know nothing about nothing. It was just a decision that I made first and foremost. I stamped that and I was so afraid because it's a foreign land. I don't know many people here. I'm leaving everything I know, everything I built up until this time in my life. I'm letting it all go and leaving it all behind. And that was a very scary thought for me. But the more things that I began releasing, it's a fascinating thing is the more freedom I began to feel and the more excitement started to come and the more giddy I became at, okay, what's next? I heard somebody say recently that made a lot of sense to me. It was actually it was the owner of Telegram, the app Telegram. And I forget his name. One of the guys who do the interviewing was interviewing him, Tucker Carlson, who it was, and he told him that he heard that he didn't own a home, and he said, "No, I don't want to own a home." He said, "I don't." He said, "Those kind of things hold you down." He said that holds you back. He said, and then you have to furnish the home. And now you're more you're there. You know what I'm saying? You're more grounded and committed to the home. And now you're buying a car to get around near the home. And now, so he went down the list, all the things that you know, and all those things bind us, right? And I got to thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? He got a valid point, because it's when I sold my home, it took me a year of going back and forth, crying about it. My good girlfriend Kelly was right there behind. Shout out to you, Kelly, for being there by my side, because she's my friend and my realtor. And twice, I mean, she walked me through. I mean, it was the third time that I finally decided to go ahead and sell it. We had it on the market. Then I had all these self doubts, and we took it off. I put it back on, and then I was afraid again. We took it off. And so the third time, but I'm saying that to say, because we get attached to all these things, right? We become physically attached. It's a real emotion attached to the things that we own. We take possession of our houses, our cars, our clothes, other people. Story for another day. And so I was so attached to my home. I love my home. It was a beautiful home. I made it, it was a shell when I bought it. And we renovated the whole home, and, I raised my children partly in that home, and memories and all kind of parties and fun. And so it was a lot of things that took place in that home. So you become attached. And so it took me a while to work through those emotions surrounding my house in particular. But let me tell y'all, once that home was sold, it was such a freeing feeling. It really was. I hear Mama Isis pulling up in the motorcycle. And after that, everything else came easy. I got rid of the car, I got rid of all of the furniture, all of the belongings. It became a lot more easier to rid myself of these attachments. So it's a fascinating thing. But now it's like I got 3 bags to my name here in Tanzania, and I feel amazing. It feels amazing. You really feel lighter, physically lighter. Yeah. So, okay, let me. She's knocking the door. Okay, I'm coming. Going for a walk. Mama Isis. I was talking to them a little bit before 11. And we just decided to take a stroll in the neighborhood. Morning walk. So, showing some sights. Building something nice. Looks like a 2-story. It's gonna be about a place, a shop. Video.
Where am I?
Corn. Ain't these huge? Corns are huge. So I got a couple of corn, because I have corn. I'm looking at that watermelon, but we walking, so I don't want it to be all wet and squished by the time I get back. So I'll get that later. But I definitely want to get a couple pieces of corn. She's got carrots and watermelon. So the corn was 500 T-shillings, and I got 2. So I paid maybe about 30 cents, 40 cents for 2 pieces of corn. Yeah. Okay, we're about to do a two for one. How are you today? Good. I want you to take us to Club D. gotta take 2. I wonder why.
Never heard of that before.
I know. Maybe the way his bike is made or something. So we reached the end of the Moschino stand B. I'm learning that they put a vowel at the end of every word in Kiswahili. More fruit stand. They got some extra stuff in there too. Okay, I gotta come back. We got a little playground or merry-go-round and a few other carnival rides for the children. This is Club D. It's a nightclub. And we're on the main road. So we came out of the neighborhood and we hit the main road. And so we on our way to meet Mama's nurse. So he's meeting us down here. We were just talking about the slabs, the design in the roadways and stuff was not individual tiles like you would get at home. And they lay it all flat, and then they take a little stencil, little cutout stencil, and make these designs right into the concrete while it's still wet. And I was saying, well, that makes more sense than having all kind of, than doing them individually.
That there was a medicine he could give me, but he'll give me an injection. I'm like, hell, I don't know you.
So we're at our destination, and Mama is getting a hydrocortisone shot for her allergies. Although I gave her a shot of my natural concoction this morning, and she said she feel much better since then. So yeah, driver, that's a first on the Bjaji.
Yeah.
More women drivers. They can drive motor too.
You drive a motor.
Why not?
Women in Tanzania.
Why not? The motorcycle. We have women who drive motorcycles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, get her number, Mama.
Yeah. I've been sweating. I can feel it all wet.
Yeah,
Look at myself.
Yeah,
I'm
well, a
soaking
little
wet.
workout.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So now I can't go walking without the backpack anymore because it helps me sweat. That's the way to get out the toxins.
Yeah. Let's do it. I like her hair too. Oh shoot.
Everything ain't what it seems.